Hi guys, and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about how to cope and get through BMT. Before I go any further, I do want to let you guys know I was pregnant during this time. So a lot of the things I am going to be telling you, my experience might be a little bit different. Obviously every experience is different, but this one specifically because I was pregnant. There's a lot of things that I'm gonna say that are probably more than likely not gonna happen to you. So just bear with me through that part. Hopefully this video will help you. If it does, be sure to give this video a thumbs up, press that subscribe button. If you want more videos like this, hit that bell, join my fam. I mean, we're gonna be going through lots of stuff together. This is my first informational military video. I will be making more of these as I learn more about the military lifestyle, being married to somebody in the military, and so on and so forth. So without further ado, let's get into this video. So the first thing that I would definitely say to do is to write a letter every single day. I know that sounds crazy and a little excessive, maybe a little bit like you're obsessed with your airman, but trust me, it helped me so much. And when I say it helped me, I mean like it was therapeutic. I felt like I was talking to him every day without actually speaking to him. It was almost like writing in a diary, and I am personally not the one for diaries, but I decided to go ahead and write letters every day. Me and my fiance, we are very, I don't want to say we're very religious, but we went to church together, we went to church camps, we went to our life groups, like we did all that stuff together. And so for me, something that really helped him for sure was writing like Bible verses. Like whenever I would fold it, letter style, I would write a verse on there and it would encourage him. So that's something I did. How I did it is I actually wrote letters every single day, and I would send them off every Monday. So I would send a week worth of letters to him every Monday. So I knew he got it either that same Wednesday or Thursday, depending on if it was a holiday or if it was, a 4-day weekend or whatever it was. And he always expected it. He always knew that he can count on me to send letters to him. He would always read up on it. And it was just a good way of letting him know how I'm doing and like how my family's doing and what's going on with my jobs and all that stuff. Something he told me either over the phone or through a letter, I don't remember which one. He told me that sending him letters every week and he knew that he was getting them, it was super encouraging and it helped him get through it. Just as much as you need help getting through your time being away from your airman, or him being away from you, or her being away from you, trust me, they're probably going through it 10 times harder than you are. They just need that little bit of extra encouragement, and going the extra mile, like writing them a letter every single day, it means the world to them. Highly encourage you do that. Going along that same line, I would definitely suggest to stay busy, stay as busy as possible. I can't stress this enough because 8 weeks is a long time. Okay, that's like 2.5, almost 3 months that you're not seeing your other half. So I would definitely encourage to stay busy, whether that's working full time. For me, like I said, I was pregnant, so I was going to appointments, I was working. I would constantly write him, letting him know how my baby was doing, how I was doing. It meant the world to him. I would read, I'd get into my Bible, I would hang out with my other friends. Try to stay as busy as possible during this time, because the more fun you have and, the more you're doing things, the faster this process will go for you and even for them. So definitely encourage that. Something I learned to do was with my employers, what I would do is I would tell them, hey, I have, my boyfriend, he's at BMT right now, he's training, he's at, I'm expecting a call sometime this week. It'll only be for like 5 to 10 minutes. I can't call him back. And I don't know the next time I'll get a call back. I basically had to explain that to my boss and let them know, like, this is going on. I need to answer this phone call. This is like, I have to do it. And so what they would typically do is they really appreciated, you know, me telling them, but they had obviously their restrictions. I could leave my ringer on, I could leave my phone out, but I can't like be on it, obviously. Kind of what I suggest is definitely tell your employer or your boss or whoever you work for that this is going on and that you have to answer that phone call, because you don't get to call them back. Just expect to not talk to them for very long, and the cell service is horrible, you guys. I cried every single time. You might cry too. It's okay. It's okay to cry. Like, don't feel ashamed to cry. Just expect a very short phone call. And when you get that phone call, make sure you ask them how they're doing. They're gonna wanna hear from you, obviously, but they are wanting to talk to you more than anything about everything that's going on. Just ask them how it's going and ask them questions, and they're gonna love to answer it. I kid you not, they're gonna want you to ask as many questions as you can. But before they call you, or before you know they're gonna call you, have a list of questions. Like, ask them about the food, ask them, you know, just random questions. You can literally ask them anything. How's the weather? You know what I mean? Like, anything, they're gonna answer it and they're gonna love it. Going into this next segment of this video, I'm gonna be talking a little bit more about when BMT is coming to a close, what you need to prepare for and what you need to bring with you. First thing I would definitely say is get a hotel a month before BMT graduation. I know a lot of people, they get a hotel and they book flights and they do all this stuff right when their airman leaves. Do not do that. I cannot stress this enough. Do not do that. Anything can happen in those 8 weeks. 8 weeks is a long time. Now, what happened with my brother, he went into the basic, you know, training for the Marines. If you don't know, the Marines is 12 weeks long. It's also in San Diego, California. And his girlfriend lives in Texas. They booked flights and a hotel and everything as soon as he left for his training. He ended up returning 3 weeks later and was medically discharged because of his hand. I would just recommend waiting until the very end to book anything, simply just because anything can happen, you know. They can even mess up at BMT and they will have to stay longer. Like, that stuff does happen. It almost happened with my boyfriend, well, now fiance, but boyfriend at the time. Obviously, they all want to graduate. Obviously, they all want to get out of there. Obviously, they don't want to be there that much. But things do happen, you know, weather happens, family emergencies happen, all that stuff. So I would just highly recommend waiting until the last minute to book a hotel, book a flight, any of that stuff. Another reason why you should wait is because they'll send you a letter, they'll call you or whatever and let you know that they are getting ready for graduation. And once they tell you that, that's when you should book all your stuff. Now, my favorite part about getting ready to go see my airman was the packing. And, you know, packing means that you are literally almost there. You're so close to seeing your airman. And that is so exciting and so much fun to put all these outfits together and what you're gonna wear and all that stuff. Just getting ready to see him or her or whoever, it's surreal. However, I would say dress accordingly. You know, weather plays a big factor in this. He went to BMT in like mid-May and graduated mid-July in San Antonio, Texas. Texas, if you don't know, very humid state, extremely humid, really hot, not fun. And again, I was pregnant, so I really had to think, did I want to dress really fancy for this? No, absolutely not. I did not. Here's a few outfits that I wore. I didn't take like full body pictures, but for his corn ceremony and his, you know, airman's run and all that stuff, I wore just a t-shirt dress, like a green whatever dress with some shorts underneath. My hair was in a bun or a ponytail, I don't remember, and I wore sandals. I was like 5 months pregnant. I was not trying to look super cute. I already knew that he loved me. I didn't need that extra validation, like, you know what I mean? I, if anything, dressed down from what I wore the day before. I wore a tank top, my maternity shorts, and sandals, and my hair was in a bun. Again, I did not care. I was 5 months pregnant. I wanted to be as comfortable as possible, and I didn't care if anyone judged me or whatever. But people were wearing things from like sundresses to heels to jeans to shorts to t-shirts. Like, it's really up to you. But I mean, don't worry what anyone's gonna think about you and what you wear, because honestly, no one cares. Everyone's just there to see their airmen and get out of there, because there's so many people that go to these things that it's ridiculous and overwhelming. Another thing I would definitely suggest, bring a backpack. Best thing I could have done, because you're there all morning. And when I say all morning, I mean you get there at like 5:30 in the morning just to get in line to get in to the graduation. And you're there until about almost 11 a.m., you guys. It's ridiculous how long you're there, but it's whatever, you know? I packed snacks, waters, Gatorades, all of my, you know, my chapstick, phone charger, portable phone charger, my, you know, my debit cards, money, literally everything. I packed everything in that backpack, and I made sure that I was set. On top of bringing a backpack, I would definitely recommend a bleacher chair. If you don't know what a bleacher chair is, here you go. They are one of the best inventions, especially if you go to a lot of sports games, you know what I'm talking about. These chairs basically go over the seats. At the Airman's Run, the seats are literally cement. Like, you sit on cement blocks pretty much, and they are not comfortable. So I would highly recommend investing in one of these things. You can get them at Dick's Sporting Goods, probably Academy and Outdoors. You can get them on Amazon, but I would definitely highly recommend getting one, especially if you're gonna be there for 6+ hours. Please do it. The next day is the parade, okay? Same type of deal, except you're on like steel bleachers. You're gonna want that bleacher seat. Going along with the graduations, be prepared for long days. This is gonna be a very long weekend, but it's gonna be so much fun. It's kind of like going to the DMV. For the DMV, if you were to get your driver's license or your permit or whatever, you get there approximately like an hour and a half early, and there's already a line of like 20 people outside the door waiting to get in. Same type of deal here. Colin literally told me to get there at 5:30 in the morning. So I woke up at like 4:30, I drove down, and there was already a line of people outside waiting to get in, you guys. I cannot make that up. People are gonna get there probably earlier than you, but I would definitely suggest getting there early. I just wanna let you know about some things that may sound common sense, but you'd be so surprised. You cannot bring any weapons on base, obviously. Obviously no drugs. So Lackland Air Force Base, you know, each military base has their like speed limits. The speed limits there are very slow. And when I say slow, I mean it's like 25 to 30 miles per hour throughout the whole base. Don't speed. Seriously, like, go that speed limit. It's not worth to get pulled over. Just don't do it. Another thing, you cannot show any PDA on base, or when they're in uniform, I guess I should say. When your airman is in uniform, no PDA whatsoever. That includes kissing in public, hugging for a long time, holding hands, holding their arms. It's so important, and if somebody of a higher rank goes up to him or her and calls him out for it, they will get in a lot of trouble. You have to also remember that every single move you make reflects on them. Like, they are technically your sponsor, which means any wrong move you make reflects on them, and they will get in trouble for your actions. So just keep that in mind whenever you're there. And, you know, they do have strict policies, but it is for a very good reason. But remember, this is a time of celebration. This is a fun weekend for you guys. That's all I really have for you guys. If you have any comments, questions, concerns, ideas, whatever, leave them in the comments below, please. I would love to chat with you guys. Like and subscribe for more videos just like this one. This one was very informational, and I know a lot of people look forward to these videos, especially in times like this. So let me know in the comments below what you want me to do. Check out my other videos, guys, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.